Yo, Nathan, ready to play Max Payne?
Classic. Can't wait to play this.
Uh-huh.
Where's your PlayStation?
No, not PlayStation. Like, play the movie Max Payne.
The Mark Wahlberg movie?
Yeah.
I'm going home.
I guess I'll watch this shitty film alone.
Welcome back to the Real Talk Podcast, episode 77. I'm your host, Nathan, and I'm joined by the man himself, Matthew Neves, to my left.
Thank you.
And today, we are going to be talking about films based on video games.
Shit.
There's a long list of films based off video games and a lot of upcoming films based off video games announced with video game technology getting so advanced that they could tell these amazing stories through games.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? So far, most of them are shit.
Yeah.
An example of a good example is not a movie, but a show, The Last of Us.
Oh, yeah.
You just finished watching the
I
first
finished
season.
season 1. A little quick review of it. It's probably the best video game adaptation I've ever seen. There's drama. It's very emotional. It's very depressing. I mean, if you're a fan of the game, you kind of already knew that right off the get-go. I love the actors. The performances were all amazing. And it really did take time with each character. And I think it's only like 9 episodes. 9 episodes, well written, well shot. I think they shot that in Alberta. It's fucking 8 of that.
Dope, yeah.
Yo. But yeah, no. And I like the fact that for a zombie-related story, it's not focusing on the zombies.
Yeah,
because
that's
that is so shit.
That's what's yeah. There's so many shit zombie movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like such an overdone genre. and-
Yeah. The reason why zombie stories work is how the people get affected by it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh shit, like somebody that I'm close with, a friend, a family, a loved one, they're infected. How do I deal with that eternally? Like shit, and it deals with that in the show, and it's beautifully done. It's not like it's not on the nose with a lot of its themes. I think it does it in a very subtle manner, and yeah, I just can't wait for season 2, man. I mean, they announced it already, but yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but I'm definitely gonna watch it. I played the game, so I kind of know what happens.
So
but,
have you played both the first and second one?
No, I played the first. And
Okay.
I didn't play the second.
Gotcha. Because I've heard a lot of people say the second one's really good too.
Yeah, they're both classics
So-
for sure.
I don't want to read any more into the second one because then I'll get spoiled for season 2, obviously. But yeah, I'm fucking pumped.
Leave it to HBO to break the curse of films to video game.
Dude, they got the writer from Chernobyl working on that shit. They fucking knew what they were doing.
Yeah. Because it is for whatever reason, it is tough to make a film adaptation of a video game.
Yeah.
And you'd think it's like video games deal with these graphic limitations and stuff, and movies don't. So like they could really get the story across. And I don't know what it is. If studios just think it's a cash grab thing and they don't have to put too much work into the script because anybody who played the game will watch the movie.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Well, because, yeah, video games are such a new medium still.
for sure.
Because, like, what was it? Like 40 years ago, the concept of a video game was like Pong, I believe, like 83,
Yeah.
80, 1980. and
Atari is like the 70s, and then I think in like 85 or whatever is when the NES
right.
original Nintendo came out.
So, like, imagine being like a movie producer in like the late 80s, early 90s, and they're like, oh, we want you to do a Mario movie. And they're like, okay, what the fuck is going on? All right, I see my kid playing this game. I don't know what the story is. I don't know what the fuck is going on. How do we write something like this? So I'm sure a lot of video game adaptations dealt with that in the early years, which I'm noticing now is the first 3 video game movies that got made.
It all started with this guy right here.
Fucking Mario.
It's a me, Mario. And have you seen the original Super Mario Brothers movie?
I've only seen parts of it.
I've watched the whole thing.
Oh
It used to
my
be on, it
God.
used to be on YouTube. The full thing, I don't know if it still is. but
Really?
The full thing used to be on YouTube. My first watch was on YouTube.
Damn.
John Leguizamo plays Luigi.
Yes, and Bob Hoskins plays Mario.
Yeah.
I think the actors, the casting was perfect.
Yeah.
But
But it's such a corny ass movie.
yes, and also it looked like every actor was drunk on set.
Oh, which they probably were.
Oh, guaranteed. I think even Bob Hoskins admitted it in an interview. He was like, "Yeah, I was fucking drunk the whole time."
Yeah, you could tell like they couldn't take it serious at all, and it just kind of shows in the movie. It's just like so ridiculous, and I
Mhm.
don't know what the audience is. It's like a film that doesn't really appeal to kids, like
No.
the story of it, and it doesn't appeal to adults either. It's such a weird movie.
Here's the weirdest thing about the Super Mario Bros. Movie that came out in 1993, is that they're like, you know what? Let's let's not take inspiration from the game.
Yeah.
Let's take inspiration from Blade Runner, Jurassic Park.
Yes, that's what it feels
We're gonna
like.
do dystopian films
Yeah.
basically, and it's funny because I think around this time Jurassic Park came out like I think a month or a couple weeks before this film, and this film bombed at the box office because they're like, what the fuck is this?
Mm-hmm.
Let's watch dinosaur movies. This is
No
not a
shit.
dinosaur movie. It's
But
Super Mario Bros.
But it really does try to be.
Right?
Yeah,
Especially
especially in
with
like the
Yoshi.
climax of the film. Yeah.
Yoshi, Koopa. They don't even say Bowser in the movie. They just call him Koopa.
It's insane. It's insane how bad that movie. And it's so bad that they didn't touch the Mario IP on the big screen until now.
No, Nintendo learned their lesson. They're like, okay, we're gonna give it to Illumination.
Yeah, until now, right? With the announcement of the new Mario Brothers movie coming
Yeah.
out. I mean, going animated is definitely the way to go.
Yes, yes.
It's Mario.
What are your general thoughts, just looking at all the advertising and marketing?
Hey, I like the cast a lot. I
Okay.
think they got some cool voice actors.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It looks like a Mario movie. They have to tell a compelling story,
Yeah.
right? Is it just like Mario and it's not a great story? But I think it has the potential to do like something like a I don't know. They have to tell a story like Lego Batman or something, like something compelling.
Yes. The one thing that surprised me the most, because I was like, oh, Illumination minions. I'm like, oh my fucking
Oh
god.
yeah, Illumination kind of
I
has
got fucking
you get scared when you see
Yeah.
that now, right?
And watching a lot of these trailers, I was like, okay, the one thing they fucking nailed, animation. They really nailed it. It feels very much like the game turned into an animated
Oh,
film.
love the way it looks.
Great.
Yeah.
Voice acting, I'm gonna be honest, I'm very mixed still, especially obviously with the Chris Pratt situation.
Yeah.
It's so evident that Nintendo wants to hire celebrities
Yeah, 100%.
instead of actual voice actors so that they can get more money out of it.
And we also seen that with the new Ninja Turtles movie announcement.
Yeah, that's
It's
a stack
like,
cast too.
how many celebrities can you get to voice the Ninja Turtles is basically what they're going for. I guess
Yeah.
that's these studios trying to hedge their bets, and it's like if you hear about the cast, maybe you'll come see it, right?
Yeah, I'm just like an example is like the Simpsons movie, for example. Like they don't bring celebrities
Yeah.
to voice Homer Simpson. It's like, no, we already have him. We already have the cast. Why can't you do that with Mario? Because they already have an established voice cast that have been working with Nintendo since like the fucking beginning.
Right.
So
It's not like it's the NES where he doesn't talk. Like Mario talks in
Yeah.
lots of games now.
Luigi, Mario,
All of them, the whole
Princess-
cast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
So I don't know. I feel like they're doing it just for name drop. It's like, hey, Seth Rogen. Hey, fucking Jack Black as Bowser. I'll be honest, Jack Black as Bowser is pretty good.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
He's doing good with that one. But like Chris Pratt saying, "He's a me,
It's
a Mario."
it's tough.
That's not the voice, but the voice is gonna be, and then it's literally the voice.
It's tough, but the animation is great. It does look like literally like you said. It looks like the Nintendo Switch
Yes.
ported to film, like
Mhm.
high quality, like
I'm-
Mario Odyssey ported to film.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's good. I'm hoping it's a good movie. Please, it's been 30 years since the last time you fucked up. Don't fuck it up this
I
time.
really think this is an IP that they can do it.
I hope
There's
so.
a story. There's so many Mario stories, so many Mario games, so many
Mhm.
things to draw inspiration from.
Yeah.
It's a franchise that has a classic game on almost every generation of console ever.
Yeah. I've played Mario, and I'm not a gamer,
Yeah,
but I've played like 3 or 4 Mario
Mhm.
games.
Yeah, I mean, our childhood was full of good Mario games, and our parents' childhood was
Yeah.
full of good Mario games, and I'm sure our children's childhood will be full of good Mario games, right? So
Yeah.
there's lots of inspiration to draw from there, and I think that one has the biggest potential.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they don't
Absolutely.
fumble that one.
Yeah.
And then in the 90s, they were trying to figure this shit out.
Yo, they've been fumbling, man. I'm looking at all these.
We got a
IPs.
garbage ass Street Fighter movie in '94. What was the appeal to jump into tournament fighter movies? These games have no story.
They don't.
You just pick a character and beat up the other guy.
Mhm.
Who the hell said that was a good movie idea?
I think this is a cool turn of events because around the late 80s, early 90s, you know what was really hot? Fucking martial arts films. Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven
Ah.
Seagal, all these fucking Dolph Lundgren, these fighters, these people that are all they did was punch and push and shit. So they're like, okay, we gotta get video games that work with these actors, and
Mm-hmm.
that's hence why Street Fighter has Jean-Claude Van Damme as what's his? He's not Johnny Cage. Who the fuck is he?
He's
That's Mortal Kombat. I'm fucking up.
no Johnny Cage is
I'm
Mortal
fucking up
Kombat.
the fucking characters. I'm sorry. His name is Colonel William F. Oh my God. I just realized how stupid some of these names are.
I don't even know all the Street Fighter characters like that,
Uh,
but I'm a Ken main.
yeah, okay.
Only play Ken.
Shout out to Raul Julia for being the best part of the fucking Street Fighter movie. I think that was his last performance. He plays General M. Bison.
That was his last performance, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
He did it
man.
because his kids played the game, so he's like, all right, I'll be this weird fucking villain dude.
That's a fever dream of a film.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Oh,
so
absolutely.
weird.
Yeah.
And the Mortal Kombat one that followed the year after,
Ooh.
based off of, I guess this was the game that came out at the time, Mortal Kombat 2, which is like known as the best and most revolutionary Mortal Kombat
Ooh.
game.
Can I see that one?
Yeah, it's a beauty.
Holy shit.
Mortal Kombat on the
condition.
Sega Genesis, and
Yo.
famously on the Genesis version is like the better version because
Mm-hmm.
Nintendo censored the blood and made it sweat, and they were like, "Fuck that, we're putting the blood in. We're
Yeah.
Sega, we're cool."
You know what they say? Genesis does what Nintendo don't.
Exactly.
Ooh.
And that was Sega's thing. Like they wanted to be like the console for the grown kids, and it's like that was their whole marketing was like if you played Nintendo, you were a little kid.
There's no rating.
it
on
worked.
this? Oh yeah, MA17.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
The rating system, the ESRB rating system that we
Mhm.
have now, it was not around at this time.
Right. Holy shit.
And
That's
this was one of the games that like pushed people to start rules about the rating system.
yeah. Damn.
That's
Kinda
a
like-
classic that had a shit film as well.
It had
Two.
multiple shit films. No, it wasn't just this one. And they remade it or rebooted it.
Yes,
recently.
yeah, I know. But
Um,
it still made $124 million in
No, it-
1995.
Oh, 95.
Worldwide box office.
What the fuck?
Like that's insane. It made more than the Street Fighter movie, which I thought Street Fighter would have been a bigger game at that time.
Oh, this is Paul W.S. Anderson. He directed this, which he would later direct the Resident Evil films to the point where it wasn't even about Resident Evil or anything like
no,
that.
it really wasn't.
Yeah. Oh well.
And then in our kind of era, we got Tomb Raider.
Oh, a classic.
I got Tomb Raider.
You have the Tomb Raider game? So this is you're talking about the Angelina Jolie movies, right?
This game changed video games forever.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first like 3D platformer with a good story. Memorable. I mean, Laura Croft
Let's
is
see.
a super memorable character.
Tomb Raider. What year did this come out? This was 1998. Holy
And
shit.
then the movie in 2001. They knew they had something quick. They turned that around
Wow.
extremely quickly.
Holy shit. Yo, these pixels.
Yeah, very pixely.
Holy fuck.
And
Yo,
actu-
what the fuck is that a bear? What is
That's-
this?
That's a bear.
That's a bear.
Yeah.
I don't remember that in the movie.
The first Tomb Raider, while it's in a very important game, it doesn't hold up very much,
Okay.
obviously, like compared to these days, games like
Yeah.
Uncharted and stuff. But
Mhm.
this game walks so Uncharted and games like Last of Us could run.
A lot of those Tomb Raider, Uncharted, correct me if I'm wrong, but they were heavily inspired by like Indiana Jones and like those types of adventure,
Yeah.
Let
Let me talk about Uncharted real quick.
go for it, man.
I have a rant.
Oh. Okay.
This is the best game ever made.
No.
This is the best story-based game ever made, in my opinion. Uncharted 2 is a perfect game. It is a modern-day Indiana Jones. That's basically what it is. You follow this character, Nathan Drake. I loved it because he had my name.
Yeah,
That
of
was
course.
already-
You're like shit.
Yeah.
Finally.
It's crazy that this game came out in 2009, but
Yeah.
this game changed my life for real. Made by Naughty Dog, which then made Last of Us. So
Yeah, yeah.
this game plays like Last of Us. Very similar
Nice.
third-person kind of shooter game.
Mm.
Uncharted 2 is a masterpiece of a game. Some of the best storytelling in a game I've ever seen to this day. And when I heard that an Uncharted movie was coming, I love the whole franchise. 2 is my favorite, but I've played every single one. in
Okay.
When I heard that Uncharted was coming out with a movie, I
Mm.
was like, yes, this is the IP. You do a modern take on Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
There's great, compelling characters. There's Nathan Drake. There's like this old hustler guy who's kind of like a mentor to Drake, even though he's kind of like a crook.
Right, right.
Sully.
Sully.
There's two big love interests throughout the series. There's Elaine, and then there's another girl.
Okay.
So there's lots to work with.
Mm-hmm.
And then I see Tom Holland is cast as Nathan Drake, this man who's supposed to be in his mid-30s.
Yeah,
And I see Sully, a man who's
pretty old.
way past 50.
Yeah,
Is Mark Wahlberg?
Mark Wahlberg. That's the one thing I realized. I read the casting and I was like, okay, I have no idea what the game is about. All I'm looking at is the characters, the video game characters, and the actors. Tom Holland looks like a high school kid, and he's playing a 35-year-old. Like,
And I know they said it was an origin story, but the game already shows the origin story with flashbacks, and they're old.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And also, Nathan Drake is a murderer.
hmm
He has one of the highest body counts in video game history.
yeah. You know who'd be a better
Tom Holland, not a convincing murderer,
No.
and doesn't murder almost anybody in the film.
Oh, really?
And it's like they take like set pieces from 2. There's like a good chain sequence. They mash in a sequence from 3. They mash in a sequence from 4. It just doesn't make much sense. The casting is horrible. So I avoided this. I avoided the movie actually.
Yeah.
By the time it came out, I was turned off by the casting. By the time it came out, the reviews were pretty bad off rip.
Yeah, yeah.
And it just kind of fell into obscurity, and I kind of just didn't see it. But I saw it for this episode, and man, I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't because it hurt my feelings.
Sorry to hear that.
They need to. I don't even know if they need to reboot it. Maybe they just need to leave it as a great game, and that's it. But
Yeah.
what the fuck?
There's a lot of good cast like actors you could have got for fucking Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
I think just looking at the image, like Joel Kinnaman from
Yeah.
he played Rick Flag from Suicide Squad. I'm like, dude, just have him. He looks like he could kill someone, not Spider-Man. Mark Wahlberg. He's been in another shitty video game, remember? He was in the Max Payne movie.
Oh, Mark Wahlberg, the video game to movie fucking king.
Holy shit, man.
Another game that I hold in high regard. I played a lot in my childhood. Max Payne. This is my childhood copy.
Mm-hmm.
I love Max Payne. What a dark story. I'll never forget the opening scene where it's like you come home and your wife and children have been murdered.
Yeah.
And it's like this beautiful cop revenge story. And then Mark Wahlberg plays Max Payne, and it's one of the fucking worst movies ever made.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad.
You've seen that one, eh?
I watched it. Well, I say I watched it. I took a nap during the middle of it, and then I woke up. I think I don't know. I think it was the part where he gets fucking double crossed. I'm like, oh, he got double crossed. Okay, I'm going back to bed. Ava Mendes is in that too, right? The movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Bro.
She's like the love interest. Max Payne. More like Max Painful. I ain't watching that shit no more.
15% Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm not fucking surprised.
Ludacris is in it.
Yo, that's ludicrous, man. Holy shit.
No, this movie sucks donkey balls.
Yeah, no.
And Max Payne had such a compelling story, like a cop seeking revenge. Like this movie is a garbage John Wick.
It is. Yeah.
It feels like John Wick, like the darkness of it, and kind of what they're trying to go for here. But
God, this poster too, it gives me like
it sucks.
no, it gives me like Sin City ripoff vibes.
Yes,
Doesn't it?
yes.
It's like I get it. Sin City was an awesome film. You're not. Why? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to prove?
What about this poster with him on his knees?
Yeah, I know that's the one I saw. Yeah, that one looks like dog shit. I think that's the fucking Blu-ray cover too, where it's like, oh, I made a shit film again.
Man, Mark Wahlberg makes a lot of bad movies.
He does, but man, it sucks too because like for every like. He makes like 10 shitty films. I always think of like, oh, he was in The Departed.
That's the thing. There's something about Mark Wahlberg that I
Right?
don't write him off. I think he has potential in a good role to be a good actor.
Like Boogie Nights.
I don't think he's a bad actor. I even like the one with what's it called? Four Brothers?
Oh yeah, that was decent.
That's a solid movie, man.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Um,
I've always liked that film.
holy shit, dude! Back in the day, Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
Wait, we're gonna make a film set in Persia. We're gonna cast Jake Gyllenhaal as the main character. Yo, 2010 Disney.
Yeah, what else
made
did we
this.
get in our lifetime? We got Prince of Persia. We got a lot of bad Resident Evil movies.
Silent Hill. They made oh my God, Silent Hill Revelation 3D. That's what we call gold. Oh,
Rotten Tomatoes score 10%.
oh, that's classic. Yo, 10% for a video game movie.
In 2014, we got Need for Speed starring Aaron Paul, fresh off Breaking Bad.
Pinkman. Yo,
You want to race, bitch?
bitch. Mr. White. I got my ride.
And
Oh fuck.
man, the Need for Speed movie, like they kind of fucked up. Like Need for Speed is known for, I would say Need for Speed is mostly known for Japanese and JDM cars. This is the greatest Need for Speed game of all time, in my opinion. Need for Speed Underground 2.
Mm,
I've always been a big fan of the franchise. That's like our era. The PlayStation 2 era had
mhm.
so many good Need for Speed games, and
Yeah.
this being the best. And this movie kind of fumbles. They only do muscle cars. They try to be Fast and Furious. They do too many of these action sequences.
Yeah.
And Need for Speed doesn't have action sequences. It's a racing game.
Yeah.
They have a minor story sometimes where it's like, the story in these games is kind of similar to the original Fast and Furious ones,
Right.
where it's like you're in a crew or whatever, and you
Mhm.
you do these street races and work your way up. And the movie tried to be like Fast Five.
Well, it makes sense because it came out around the same time. So, like,
Mhm.
for example, if Need for Speed was made in 2003 versus 2014,
Yep.
I guarantee you it would have been more like Too Fast, Too Furious.
If they made, yeah, that's
Yeah.
the missed opportunity because
Yeah.
this game came out in 2004,
Yeah.
and if they made a movie based around this game,
Mhm.
that would have been a banger.
Yo, early 2000s music, I could totally see it. It wouldn't be Aaron Paul though. I feel like if it was like early 2000s, they wouldn't. They might have gotten Paul Walker. Paul Walker.
No, we can't do two
You
of them.
can't do two of them. I don't know. Get a guy that kind of looks like Paul Walker.
Yeah, another. Yeah, you guess.
Oh, you know what I would have seen? I'm actually Matthew McConaughey, 2003 Need for Speed movie. I could see that.
McConaughey?
Yeah, I could see that. I'm just driving. All right.
All right, all right. You guys ready to race?
Whoa, I could see that, man. It'd be so cheesy, but I'd fuck with it.
Maybe Mark Wahlberg could have ruined this one too.
Oh, he could have, yeah. Just ruin another video game movie.
What some of these movies I don't even remember a movie coming out on like
Oh my
Assassin's
God.
Creed. Like
Oh yeah, that was dog shit.
I don't
That's
even
Michael
remember that
Fassbender.
coming out 2016. Like
Yeah,
and I like the Assassin's Creed games. I really enjoy Assassin's Creed 2. I think it's a great game.
they really just kind of fucked it up.
We got a Tomb Raider reboot that I did not see.
No, that was with what's her name? Alicia Vikander? I think that's her name. She plays Lara Croft in that one.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what I mean. They make so many of these fucking video game movies. And you know what's crazy is like there's so many more upcoming.
Oh, that's a big thing I wanted to talk about
Yeah.
today is the amount of like upcoming video game movies
Oh my god.
almost is equivalent to the list of movies that have come out.
Yeah, like
Since-
actually.
you know what I mean? It's like I think they're really and some of these I'm excited about. I'll tell you the truth.
Okay.
Gran Turismo is another great racing series
Mhm.
that I played a lot of in my child. Gran Turismo A-Spec is a great game.
Mhm.
I'm excited about that. That's coming out August 11th of this year. I'm gonna go see that in theaters.
Okay. Nice.
A third Sonic the Hedgehog for some reason.
Fucking Christ. Still making those. Well, they make money, so I guess yeah.
Borderlands is a great game. That one has big potential, but I think Kevin Hart's in it, so it's gonna be bad.
He plays Roland.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, totally looks like the character. What an odd fuck. Is this animated? Is this going to be animated? They better like
No.
animate. No, it's
No,
live
it's not.
action?
It's live action. Yeah. It's live
And
action.
it's Eli Roth directing it. Wow. Ooh, fucking gold mine there.
It's gonna be
Um,
bad, but
yeah.
yeah.
Holy shit, they're making a Death Stranding film? What? I'm looking at these fucking movies and it's just like I could see potential, but it's just like fucking Duke Nukem movie.
Duke Nukem's always been yeah, maybe you
What?
can make some comedy with Duke Nukem, but
Who's gonna notice too? Like none of these have release dates
yeah,
because it's all betting on the next video game film that comes out.
100%. They're waiting to see if this wave comes and
Probably the weirdest one on the list is the Five Nights at Freddy's film. But they're making a Five Nights at Freddy's film.
how is that gonna work exactly?
It's fucking scary. It's the fucking animatronics.
The ones I really see potential in here on this list is Metal Gear film. Metal Gear, I think
Oh shit! Yeah, I could see
a
that.
lot of good games, a lot of good stories to pull from there.
Mm-hmm.
Yakuza. Yakuza is about like the Japanese.
Oh yeah, Yakuza.
Mafia?
Yeah. I could see that. That would be fucking awesome.
I played lots of Yakuza games. They're amazing.
Mhm.
Saints Row has potential. Saints Row is kind of like a GTA clone.
Mm-hmm.
Minecraft film, please.
Holy shit, they're making a Minecraft film. Creeper. Oh man, that's the trailer. That's gonna be the trailer, and he fucking explodes.
Have you seen the trailer for that Tetris movie that's going to Apple TV?
It looks fine. You know what it is too? Is like movies like that. I watch them, and I'm like, okay, this is literally just like based on the true story.
Yeah.
Look at us, we're quirky. 1980s. Ooh, it's like I saw The Founder. I thought that was a decent film, but that was kind of like my gateway into like, okay, I'm checking out. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if you make a movie about fucking McDonald's, man, like I don't care about Tetris. It's like the Pet Rock.
Yeah.
You know that idea? It's like, okay, coming soon on Amazon Prime, the Pet Rock miniseries. Who invented the Pet Rock? Oh, we have to put eyes on this rock. And it's like it stars Hugh Jackman. He's the guy who fucking created it. And I'm like, wow, 9 episodes, an hour long? Oh yeah, sure. I'm never gonna watch that. Tetris looks okay, but
It looks okay, but yeah, that's true. Maybe there's not enough material there.
yeah. Oh my god, they're making. At first I thought, yeah, Just Dance.
How do you make a Just Dance movie? Can somebody explain that to me?
Well, no, it's just like the fucking Channing Tatum movie, Dance Off. What's that movie called?
Oh, it's gonna be one of those. you think?
Breakin'. What's it called? What's that movie? Step It Up.
Step Up. Yeah.
Step Up.
I used to like those actually when I was younger.
Yeah, they were like early 2000s, like
Very
fucking-
early 2000s. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Stomp the Yard. Those kind of movies.
Yes, yes, man. Oh shit.
I know we're kind of low on time, but quickly, I want to talk
Go for
about
it.
some franchises that I think should be made into movies.
All right,
I
shout 'em
see
out.
here Jack and Dexter is apparently on this list.
Mhm.
Sony has the rights to it. I hope that gets made. Jack and Dexter, a classic animated, buddy kind of game. A big point of my childhood. Another one I think they can make is Spyro. Spyro,
Ooh.
lovable dragon. Look, he's got a great character.
like that.
Animation.
Mm-hmm.
I think they make him animated kind of like this. They do maybe this is more like a children's
Oh, yeah.
movie for sure because
Mhm.
Spyro that's kind of what it is.
Mhm.
But I got good memories with Spyro. I think there's potential there.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
I was gonna say Ratchet and Clank, but I saw that they
already
made
made one. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and that
it was
one went
animated.
way under the radar for me. I didn't even see that.
I just fucking it just came out of nowhere, and then people just forgot it.
Yeah, that's just the case with a lot of these movies.
Yeah, exactly.
Wrapping up, Nev, what do you think is the reason that these movies miss the mark of like capturing the essence of the game?
To put it short, producers treat video games. Because that's the thing with a book. If it's a movie based on a book, they have an easier route for the screenwriting. So it's like, oh yeah, because it's like it's already written. But for video games, it's like, well, no, it's not. You have to actually play the game. But because it's Hollywood and they don't have any fucking time, and they have like fucking ADHD, so they're like, no, we got to make it in 2 seconds. We got to make 5 of these in under a year. And because of that, they missed the point entirely. And I'm glad that they're learning from their mistakes.
Hopefully, the next decade will be filled with better examples of
Yes.
of video games turned to movies. I'm a huge gamer, so
Mhm.
I want to see more. I think there's great IPs that could be turned into good movies.
Yeah.
Final question: what's the best video game turned movie of all time?
I'll tell you right now. Look at the camera. It's Angry Birds 2, motherfuckers. Yeah, you didn't think I'd say that? Yeah, I just did. Yo.
And with that, thanks for watching this episode of the Real Talk Podcast. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Take care. Brush your hair.
Ooh, peace out.